I'm Dan Zunlick, president of Afara. I'm here with Brad from our team, and welcome to Movember. We'll put a link to our Movember page below. But this week we're going to talk about climate change and renewables. As we see the imperative to decarbonize the energy system, we see a lot of risks to traditional oil, gas, and coal assets. But Brad, one of the things you've been investigating is, are there potential risks to renewables because of climate change? 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Yeah, Dan, that's a really good question, and the fact is especially when we look at hydro, we have a lot of risk coming in the future here. We're seeing an increase in the number of days between rainfalls in a lot of these countries, more in the Mediterranean and in Brazil especially. And with that lack of rainfall, you're going to see lower river volumes, and that's going to decrease your hydroelectric power. On top of that, you have the heating of the world in general, which is causing glaciers to melt and causing less snowpack in the spring. Glaciers melting is kind of what keeps rivers flowing in the spring or in the late summer months as the rainfall dries out. And so what we're seeing in a lot of these countries is that there's not enough water volume to keep the hydroelectric dams running at full capacity. So this is causing a decrease in the amount of power, and we're seeing this already in places like California and with the Hoover Dam in the US. And this is actually where things are better. Places like China that rely heavily on coal and hydroelectric power, they're going to see the hit much bigger, and places like Brazil and the Mediterranean are already starting to struggle. That's one part of the problem. The other part of the problem is, as we saw in BC recently, we've had these big floods. When you have these big floods, dams break. So now you have a safety issue with the dams breaking from climate change, and you also have the power problem where we're no longer getting enough power from the dams. So as we see these countries, India, China, transition away from coal, they also need to find something to supplement their hydroelectric power, which is going to be decreasing in the coming years.
Wow, so climate change posing a risk to both traditional energy system and also the renewable system. See you next week, folks. Bye.